Hey guys, welcome back to another FTL Multiverse video. We're going to be continuing our journey through the galaxy playing as the Noether ship. In the last episode, we traversed through a nebulous sector and the prospector colonies which were filled to the brim with asteroids and hazards. But out we came with a super buffed up weapon system, and we got the super powerful beam weapon, and today I think it's time we use it. So let's go to the next sector, which I remember we said would be the Confederate core worlds. Let's go. Okay, let's continue. Proceed to the Confederate core worlds. The core worlds of the Confederacy are the stronghold of their industrial complex, and also the home of their premier and representative legislators of component states. This sector is likely to have the most nationalist groups of the Confederacy, but fortunately, such groups will be less sympathetic to the coalition as others. You have found yourself in the heart of the Vampweed Confederacy, the origin of the Orchids. Massive freighters and scores of ships come in and out of this sector every single day. The Orchids are especially populous in this sector, but this deep in Confederate territory, the pride of the Vampweeds runs deeper than anywhere else. This beacon is guarded by a powerful elite Confederacy ship, extracting a toll from ships wishing to enter the bustling trading hub. Continue. The Confederate Guard blocks your path. While the beacon's appearance has the look of a standard kiosk meant to screen passerbys with a toll, this one seems to be taking a more aggressive approach. Stop right there, multiversal traveler. Before you're allowed to enter, you're going to have to pay our toll and give us a full explanation of why you've come here. Mind control. Convince the guard to leave you alone. Your mind control proves effective and the guard goes silent. Nice. Now let's go here. A few sites of industrial infrastructure dot the space around the beacon, guiding your eyesight towards what appears to be a Vampweed factory that's currently ablaze. Rescue any survivors! You rush aboard the factory station, trying to survey the damage. However, most of the station seems perfectly fine. Despite obvious charring, the flames themselves have been extinguished in most of the important areas, and the crew is huddled in one of the assembly rooms. One of the factory directors notices your presence. Oh, renegades! I appreciate your hasty effort to save the day, but there was no need. All Confederate factories are, by law, required to have sufficient fire suppressant systems installed in case of emergencies like this. However, since you're here, we could use some help. The Vampweed pulls a small canteen full of some lightly intoxicating beverage and takes a few sips. Fires like this don't usually happen by accident. Our equipment is top-notch and our workers are trained well. Seems to me the only probable cause was some kind of green leaf communard trying to destabilize the heart of the capitalist industry. Damn florals despise our flourishing economy. They say the Gathering Council is being pressured to revise their economic system, now that the Confederacy has surpassed them. A gathering ship was seen passing through here a few days ago. Do me a favor and track them down, and see to it that justice is served. I'll pay you handsomely. Yes, let's track the floral down. Like the Vampweed warned, after not too much exploring, you find a floral vessel. They're fairly startled to see, and rapidly rush through some sequences of sign language. Federation! I was not expecting this. You are friendly, I hope. Wasting no time, you ask them about the fire, and they send back a few more messages. The fire? Yes, it was a terrible tragedy. We were not there, but we did see it passing by. We would have helped, but their kind can be aggressive, even when we're only trying to aid them. Something about the way they used their kind rubs you the wrong way, but is it enough to accuse them? I think so. Accuse them and enact justice. While you still aren't entirely certain if they're responsible, the evidence seems stacked against them. The florals, while scared, don't protest against your aggression, and instead prepare to defend themselves. But we got a notoriety increase for the gathering. Alright, weapons charged. Let's hit all of this. Here we go. Bam! Oh! We just instantly destroyed them! You've eliminated the florals. You scrapped their vessel before contacting the Vampweed factory workers again. By the time you return to the factory, most of the fire has been put out already. I knew they were responsible! Catahelian Ek was a mistake. We never should have tried to make peace with these filthy green leaves. Thank you for your help. I'll see to it my men give you something for your trouble on your way out. Thanks. Now let's go here. The Confederacy is not the stomping grounds of the Federation or its hitmen. Your presence here violates the basic rights of any person to enjoy peace and prosperity without the invasion of intrusive foreign governments. A proud cultivator, claiming to act in the goodwill of his people, raises his weapons and attacks your ship. Oh yeah? Well, we'll see about that. Prepare to be eradicated. Here we go. Hit all of this. Yes! Take that. Oh, we took a hit in our weapons. Let me hit there. All of this. Yes. Good. And finish them. Yeah! Dead. You managed to take down a cultivator and their ship, and now the remains are yours to scrap. It seems the cargo of the elite Vampweed ship survived the fight. Inside is a functional weapon, which you bring back on board. Nice. So, spore launchers are like bombs that can recycle. So, the Spore Launcher Mark I is a deadly, partly organic bomb manufactured by the Vampweeds, which possesses a unique chance to ignore ammo consumption when fired. So they're like the Colonel weapons, but bombs instead of missiles. This one takes 1 power, 14 seconds charge time, 1 missile consumption, chance for ammo replication 25, and it shoots 2 shots per bomb. Wow, that's pretty good. And 1 if it's aimed on our own ship, with a total system damage of 1, crew damage of 30, and a 20% breach chance. This one takes 2 power, 16-second charge time, takes up 1 missile, has a 50% chance to not use a missile. The chain effect is that it decreases the cooldown by 4, so the cap would be 4 seconds. And it, of course, shoots 2 shots, so it just spams Colonel weapons. That's pretty OP. With system damage of 1 and a total 30 crew damage. With a 20% breach chance and a 100% affliction chance, which is pretty overpowered. But let's go to this Mantis story. Merchants are not highly respected among the Mantis race, so few undertake the profession. You're mildly surprised to receive an advertisement from a nearby space dock. Might be worth looking into? Dock. Haha! You falling for trap! They're not store here, only death! Works for me, just means more scrap. Alright, let's hit all these rooms. Yeah! Let's look at all that damage. Alright, let's do this. Yeah! The hull of the Mantis ship no longer looks so threatening now that it has been destroyed. You scrap the remains. Yeah, now let's actually upgrade our engines, weapons, engines, reactor, and sensors. And go here. It ain't easy finding work nowadays. The moral fiber of the galactic workforce has decayed. People don't want to work anymore. They don't show up. They're constantly demanding better pay, while their productivity diminishes. It's a real pandemic, wouldn't you agree? The slaver stares at you, waiting for your response. Yes, of course I agree. Before you can even finish your sentence, the slaver cuts you off. And that is why I'm excited to announce our brand new Loyal Workers program, paid and provided for by Tikaka. The slaver flashes a grin, and has his crew step outside to peddle various workers. Okay, let's attack the slaver. Slavers are the scum of the galaxy. You'll be doing great justice by wiping this one out. Nice. Oh man, I really like this Eradicator. You know why? Because I can do stuff like this. Boom! Oh my goodness! We surrender! Take one of our slaves as tribute! If you destroy us, they'll all die anyway! Yeah, sure, why not? You're lucky I let you guys go. You're very lucky. Alright, now let's go here. In Old War, I fight on behalf of Hive and gain brotherhood with Confederacy. While those days are over, the brotherhood never dies. Whether it is the alliance of past or coalition of future, we will strike Federation scum down. That's right, bring it on! Come at me! Oh, you poor soul, you don't know what you're up against. And right now, you're about to find out. Attack! Ooh, look at all that. You can tell it's hard for the coalition captain to admit, but they have been bested. They offer a surrender. Pay them no attention and go back to fighting. And they're dead. The coalition ship explodes. As the separate pieces float away, you can once again see the divide between the factions. You like it better this way. I certainly do. Let's go here. A Confederate factory is humming away with usual business, and you're about to pass it by when you notice a bulletin board has been posted outside with a job offer. It reads, "Looking for a combat-ready vessel willing to sabotage rebels. If interested, speak to manager. Yes, please." You reach out to the factory's manager, who's eager to explain the issue. As you may or may not know, the Confederacy takes up the large majority of intergalactic manufacturing for drones and other automated equipment. Even Arcadia outsources to us, because we're just that efficient. Thing is, I was thinking it's about time we step up our game. Why stop at drones? Let's think bigger. I'm talking auto ships, baby. We just need to get my hands on a rebel auto ship, and I don't feel like paying for them. So, if you're willing, I can forward the coordinates of an automated rebel hangar nearby. Just take out their security, and we can do the rest. Deal? Yes. Excellent. Okay. That's right over here, so we can do that. A Shell research station hails you nearby. So you're a renegade, right? I've heard the likes of you tend to collect a menagerie of varied species aboard your ships. I'm part of the Cultivator project, helping develop and harvest the spores used to manufacture both spore launchers and shell neurotoxin systems. Would you mind if I injected some of your crew with poisonous spores to see what happens? If you have anything really exotic, I'll pay you extra. Okay, this is a risk I'm willing to take. Submit one of our crew to testing for a flat gun and 47 scrap. Having drawn straws as per tradition, one of your crew reluctantly heads off to the lab to have God knows what injected into their bloodstream, for the sake of science. The shells seem confident in their experiments, but you can't say you have the same certainty. A little while later, you hear back from the shell, who was clearly disappointed and upset. It didn't work. Nothing happened at all. The concentration must be wrong. Despite the shell's disappointment, you're just glad to have your crew back alive and well. And now, we got ourselves a Flak Gun Mark II. Yeah, we're gonna use it, so let's find the power for it. There we go. Alrighty, excellent. And let's make our way over here. You've arrived at a seemingly ordinary beacon, but scans show a slip tunnel opening. Someone with an MV drive is jumping in nearby. It's strange seeing so many renegades around nowadays. A long time ago, there used to only be a few. It certainly wasn't a popular title, but something about the adventure has drawn more people in. As the newcomer approaches you, however, it seems one of their adventures is about to end. Yeah, that's right, because we're about to kill them. Okay, they instantly took out my shields because of their drone control, but hey, they hacked our sensors, which is really good. Let's, okay, good. Once we take out their weapons, we'll be fine. So let's mind control their pilot. We're finally using that thing, and attack. Bam! Yes! Get hit. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, this should be the end for them. Goodbye. This is worse than the time we had to fight off an infestation of parasitic batworms. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we surrender. No, deny them mercy. And they're dead. Boom! You can't imagine what your kill count will be by the end of your mission, and frankly, you aren't sure what you want to find out. Still, there's nothing stopping you from salvaging these latest remains. That's right. Now let's go to the exit. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector, explore it. You arrive near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. Scrap the debris. There we go. Let's go here. Noticing a nearby inhabited planet, you pull closer to inspect the city, and instead find chaos has taken over the streets. A Zoltan peacekeeper vessel lays in the middle of the streets, while crowds of rioting vampweeds are rocking its hull back and forth, and trying to tear off its armor to get inside. Shouts can be heard. We are tired of the Federation getting involved in our lives. You are not welcome here, energy freak. And your days are numbered, Federation. Ivar's tainted land will trouble us no more. Ask the city officials what's happening. Oh, thank the lucky stars, backup has arrived? A Zoltan merchant was traveling through here earlier, and their escort docked here briefly, and according to a witness, got drunk and started hitting on some women. The bar got mad and chased them out of the streets, chanting whatnot about the Federation. I don't give a damn about politics right now. This kind of chaos has been happening ever since someone in the Premier's cabinet started a conspiracy against the government to overthrow Ivar and join the coalition. We've tried, but we can't restore it on our own. Can you please help us? Yes, let's try to calm the crowds. Your attempts to soothe the crowd don't do much more than draw their anger towards you. But it's just enough of a distraction to allow the Zoltans to power their ship and fly away, while local law enforcement swoops in to control the crowds. You're paid for your efforts by the city enforcement. Nice. Now let's go to this quest beacon where a vampweed has contracted you to secure an auto ship at a nearby rebel hangar. Okay, you've tracked down the coordinates of the rebel hangar. A singular auto ship is protecting the area. Attack! Hostile ship detected in protected zone. Activating deterrence mode. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's hit all of this. Yep, instantly dead. Oh my goodness. You destroyed the auto ship. You scrapped the hull. Contact the vampweeds. Great work! I'm shocked there was only one drone protecting the area, but I guess the rebels don't care too much about their auto ships, do they? I know I already paid you, but here, have a reactor upgrade on the house. Thank you. And we also got a recycler module, which can be used to convert fuel, scrap, drone parts, or just random junk into missiles. Huh, cool. But let's make our way back to the exit. We are gonna have to dive, so wish me luck. Alright, here we go. You have found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. You must survive long enough to be able to jump to the next sector. We will. We'll get out of this. We're not going to use our mind control in case we need to use it at the next sector. Okay, let's hit their weapons. Yes! Get out of here. Uh-oh, ASB target locked. Ouch, they hit us here. We can get out. Go, now. Let's go to, Coalition Stronghold or Rebel Stronghold. Ooh, I'm gonna go to the Coalition Stronghold. That sounds fun. And I mean fun because we get to blow up everybody. Continue. Proceed to the Coalition Stronghold. This sector wasn't always a nebula, but scans show a massive concentration of synthetic nebula here. How has the Coalition managed to alter an entire sector like that is a mystery. One among many likely hidden in their designated stronghold. Okay. The Coalition Stronghold has always been a curiosity. It was originally a regular sector, completely void of nebulas. But not long after the Coalition took control of it, the designation of the sector had to be changed in accordance with the numerous nebula that appeared. It doesn't take long for the elite guard to notice you. You will rue the day you came here, Federation ship. You know the best part about being an elite? I get to get creative with how I kill the likes of you. Which system do you value the least? Oxygen. Come on, let's do this. Hoping for a quick death, I see. Take one last breath, Captain, and make it count. Alright, I could say the same about you, and scans show the guard has sent a request for backup from an ASB defense system. That can't be good. Well, you know, at the end of the day, we can't just get out of here, so... Okay. Fire everything at the weapons, yes! Hit it! Yeah! Okay. Okay, there's people on our ship now, that's bad. Okay, here comes the ASB! Okay, they missed it! They missed the ASB! We're gonna target their shields now. Yes! Get out of here. Nice, good dodges. Oh, these guys are cooked. Yes! I set their teleporter on fire. And they're dead. Come on. Yes! We destroyed the ship before the ASB fired. You have defeated the Coalition Guard. Whatever might have been in their cargo has for certain been destroyed, but you could at least salvage some supplies. By killing the Coalition Guard, you have no doubt caused them to dispatch reinforcements to track you. Watch your step as you explore the sector. Okay, we'll do our salvage mission. It's this event with the mine launchers. We're just gonna not take any risks with the crew. Okay, let's refresh our crew and we'll be on our way. We're also gonna upgrade our oxygen and get backup DNA bank. So let's go Clone Bay, backup DNA. Perfect. Now, let's go. There seems to be some commotion on a nearby Coalition settlement. The planet's broadcasting a message. Tune in. The display shows that several mantises are holding slugs and leeches hostage. A mantis civilian is angrily ranting. This planet once proud hive world. Mantis enjoying warm glow of sun. Now evil cloud blocks sunshine. Demand and nebula destroy. As this broadcast is happening, the planet-side slugs and theocracy law enforcement are exchanging communication about how to break in and rescue the hostages. Let's threaten the law enforcement. The sudden appearance of an unaffiliated ship forces the settlement's law enforcement to capitulate. The mantises demand that the nebula go away, but you explain to them that removing nebula is not an easy task. Resigned, they petition for resettlement instead. One of them offers to join your crew for your assistance. Yes, welcome on board, sir. Okay, let's fight. Let's get some fights. It appears a Coalition ship is hiding in the nebula beacon. Upon seeing you, they arm their weapons, so we'll do the same. Okay, we've been boarded in the mind control. That's pretty bad. Alright, attack! Yes! So much damage. Come on, finish them! The captain of the Coalition hails you and wants to surrender. Nope, this battle can only end with their death. Get out of here, Coalition scum. Alright, we got him. Now let's finish off these intruders. Perfect. Now let's go to this beacon. The Coalition's alliance with the Slugs means many times their ships can be found inside nebulas. This is one such occasion. Alright. More fights, more scrap. Alright, let's target all of these systems. Bam! Yes! Let's get out of here. Nice. You could tell it's hard for the Coalition captain to admit, but they've been bested. They offer a surrender. End the comms and finish this fight. Come on. Yeah, get out of here. You've proven that no one, Rebel or Coalition, can outmatch you. Or at least this ship couldn't. Yeah. Now let's go here. Huh. A slug hacker ship arrives right after you. Just who we were looking for. We got some premium quality information from around the sector. We simply insist that you purchase some. I'll throw in a map for free on purchase. Let's just attack them. The Coalition was right about you, Federation. The hacker prepares to defend itself. Oh, hell no. I'm gonna just kill you. Everyone in this sector is my enemy, so we will kill all of them. Attack! Yes! Get out of here! What are they hacking? My doors? Yeah, bad choice, sir. Alright, finish them. Okay, you've made quite the mess over here. Will this assuage your bloodlust? Nah, it won't. Alright, let's do this. Yes, sir! The hacker ship and its crew are no more. The scrap is yours. Alright, now let's go here. You are repeatedly hailed by a nearby civilian ship. You approach it carefully when a Coalition ship flies past, firing at the civilians. Rescue the civilians! You engage the Coalition. Yes, yes. Give me all of your scrap. Give me all of your money. Alright. Yep, dead. Well, not dead, but basically all their systems are already destroyed. Nice. Absolutely decimated their shields, and... instantly dead. Get out of here. Coalition ship breaks apart and you hasten to contact the civilians. Contact the civilians! Apparently the ship that was being assaulted was a science vessel. They thank you for saving them and offer a small reward. That's not a small reward, but hey, thanks. Now let's go here. While this beacon provides a break from the oppressive nebula in the sector, you remain on high alert for the Coalition's scouts. However, an unexpected guest arrives shortly after you. A Vampwood ship with its weapons powered down and comms open. Okay, let's talk to them. Alright, the Vampwood that answers your call seems irritated at your presence, but maintains a calm tone as he begins to address you. Greetings, Federation vessel. Our charts didn't show you as controlling any space near here. Is there anything you need? Okay, what are they doing in the Coalition space? Coalition? That didn't explain why we hadn't seen a fuel station nearby. Well then, if we shouldn't be here, you certainly shouldn't. Why don't you get out of here, and we'll follow your trail out of the sector. Mind control demands to know what they're doing here. We were ordered to come to this sector in order to receive a data slate from a Coalition liaison. They said they'd meet us on the edge of the nebula, but we ran into you first. Press him further! Who sent them? No clue, but the authorization codes on the order checked out. We would have been sent by the Premier or one of his cabinet members. This is all classified though. Why am I telling you this again? As the Vampweed processes his situation, you can see panic begin to spread across his face, and he seems too stunned to speak further. Attack them before they can flee! The Coalition doesn't need any more allies against the Federation, and hopefully a messenger going missing will encourage the Confederacy not to push the matter further. You charge the weapons and prepare to engage. Notoriety increase for the Confederacy though. Okay, they're gonna get ready to board us. Mind control the Vampweeds. Yeah, that's right. Okay, they're gonna hit us with their missile. Okay, we instantly killed their ship, but we got hit. Without any words, the Confederate vessel explodes. The possibly expensive factory cargo is jettisoned far out into the abyss, out of reach. But at least the scrap is yours. Alright, these guys are about to die here, which sucks. Alright, sensors fixed, crew refreshed. We're ready to go. Whoa, what was that? A leech ship is at this beacon. FTL fully charged. They're broadcasting on an open channel. Alright, you guys, you didn't get your package in time, so we're just gonna leave it here. The leech's voice quiets to an annoyed mumble. I hate cache duty. The leech waits a few more moments before jumping off, leaving the cache behind. Inspect the cache! The cache is locked and it also seems quite sturdy. However, a person familiar with leeches or the Coalition might know the trick for opening it. Coalition crew, open the cache! Your crew is familiar enough with the Coalition to know how to open the cache. After verifying their biology and with some quick fiddling, the cache opens. We got a flak charger. Excellent. Nice, we might incorporate that into our arsenal if we decide to do so. But let's go here. You notice a Coalition ship assaulting a civilian transport. You receive simultaneous hails from both ships, a plea for help and a warning to stay away. Rescue the civilians! You engage. Alright, bring it on, you Coalition bastards. You're lucky I get money from rescuing civilians, otherwise I wouldn't do this at all. But then again, the Coalitions also hate us, so I'd just kill them either way, money or not. Alright, let's hit all these weapons! Yes, sir. Okay, where are they? They're in here. Alright, we hit their clone bay and teleporter. Excellent work. Finish them off. Yes, take that. The Coalition ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilians. The civilian ship wisely made a fast retreat while you were distracted with the hostile ship. Yeah, well, at least we got scrap from the hostiles. Now let's go here. The nebula at this beacon is very thick. Too thick. In fact, you can just barely make out a part of a ship slipping through the nebula. You're being followed. Face your pursuer. The ship that comes out of the nebula is no ship you've ever seen or heard of before. Despite being armed as well as any other military ship, the ship hastily moves to escape as soon as you discover its presence. Continue. The ship's speedy retreat has left you very confused. Long-range scanners track their ship. Luckily, you're able to pick up their jump signature. You enter their new coordinates into your database. Okay, that ship is up there, so we're gonna go there before the exit, right? No, we have to be the exit beacon in 2 jumps, so we'll just go to the exit there and then, yeah. Okay, we're at the exit. Let's explore. The nebula at this beacon is thinner than usual. A pirate station is operating nearby, though it doesn't appear to receive much business. Alright, let's attack the pirates! Alright, let's finish them off. Well, not finish them off, but finish off their drone control, that's what. Oh, they mind control this. Oh, no, they hacked our mind control. Doesn't matter, they're dead anyway. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender. Refuse to surrender. Alright, dead. Boom. The pirate ship will no longer torment the sector. You scrap the remains. Okay, let's go to this coalition, the location of the strange vessel. Oh, look at this place, guys. You've tracked down the strange ship, but your destination isn't quite what you expected. In the middle of an ion storm, you find a rogue planet submerged entirely in darkness, except for a glowing spire and fields of Tesla coils, drawing power from the storm. A warning appears on your screen. Warning, you are approaching a restricted zone. Only authorized Coalition personnel may enter. Ignore the warning and approach. As you move closer to the spire, you're stopped by an approaching ship, the same as you saw earlier. Now that you have time to scan it properly, it seems it's using tech similar to the cella-forming stations developed by the kleptocracy, except mobile. This must be where the artificial nebulas in the sector came from. To figure out the mystery behind this giant structure in the distance, you'll have to take care of this ship first. Let's go. We have a fight. An actual fight. Okay, they have a lot of artillery systems, but they only generate nebulas that block our screen. So that isn't too harmful. Yep, see? The real danger is their mind control and their ability to board us. Like this. Okay. Alright, take care of all this. Now. Okay, good. Okay, you're mind control. Let me unmind control you. Send in these guys. Okay, good, good, good. I can't see anything because my screen is blocked with their nebula artillery guns. Okay, let's take care of these shields. Shields and piloting. Yup. Dead. Get out of here. Well, not dead. I keep saying dead, but their shields are basically destroyed. Okay, come on, finish up. Oh, one more hit. Ah, my shell just died. Don't worry, he'll come back. Okay, yes, yes, our crew is okay. Come on, we gotta kill this ship now. Attack! Yes, we got him, we got him. Boom! The Sulla former has been eliminated. You scrap the remains. Investigate that spire. It seems most of the lower levels of the structure were already evacuated, or maybe never even populated at all. The whole place is strangely empty. Keep exploring. You push forward, exploring empty hallway after empty hallway, barren room after barren room. Laboratories filled with shelves that are empty, even hangars with nothing but a few scattered trolleys. There's no signs of a struggle, nor any bodies, so you can only make one assumption. This place was built in preparation of something. Some plan that hasn't yet come to fruition. But what? What could it be? There must be something here. Keep looking. You do another once-over of the facility, searching for any clues. It takes some time, but eventually you come across a secret compartment that leads deeper underground. The security systems look unfinished, so the Coalition must have been relying on the secrecy of this location as protection for the time being. The secret room reveals itself to be some kind of meeting room. 4 ornate chairs encircle a large hollow table, one for the leader of all 4 factions within the Coalition. A door behind the table leads into a huge cathedral-like space. There's so many things to look through, but first you head over to the most obvious. An unfinished frame and blueprints for a prototype Coalition cruiser. That was an unlock, guys. Something to compete with the Federation and Rebellion's own advanced warships. You make scans of the blueprints and set fire to them. This should set the Coalition back a bit, though they probably have copies. Let's look at the rest of the room. The rest of the room is filled with ruins of some ancient technology made from aether, similar to that of the vessel from the first Multiverse drive was reverse engineered from. On the table are papers with partial translations of the alien hieroglyphics, detailing strange and very worrying descriptions of doomsday bombs, reality-altering monoliths, and a drawing of a cubicle robot with a single eye. You heard the Coalition recovered some precursor tech during the Aquarian invasions, but you have no idea their research was this in-depth. You don't have time to bring all of this stuff back to the ship, but you grab one of the seemingly functional weapons to bring back with you. We got Carnage missiles, an ancient missile launcher far outdating any launcher you've ever seen. It takes 3 power with a 16-second charge time, takes 1 missile with a shot radius of 45, 3 shots per charge. Each missile does 2 damage, 2 system damage, 30 crew damage, and a shield piercing of 10, obviously, with an 80% breach chance. Oh, so it can work hand in hand with our ancient Eradicator laser. We'll see how we can incorporate that into our loadout. Now, obviously our crew is very low, so let's go refresh. Oh, can't even do that. Because this is a breathable atmosphere, so let's just... Okay, we're gonna go to this distress beacon, and then we'll go to the exit in the next episode, because as you can see, we have to dive. Something is off about the nebula in this beacon. A ways off from your entry is a coalition ship with its engines disabled, emitting a distress signal. Upon your entrance, however, they close their hailing channels. Long-range scanners, find out what's wrong with the nebula. Your scanners quickly determine the problem with the nebula. Your ship tells you that the nebula is flammable. There must have been a large fuel spill from the coalition ship. If you have the right kind of weapon, you might be able to cause a chain reaction. Okay, attack the coalition. The coalition ship arms its weapons but doesn't activate their engines. Okay. See, that's the thing about the coalition guys. They're bad guys in this game. Yes, they're bad guys. But at the same time, I will just kill everyone for scrap. So, I mean, and they want to kill me because they hate us. So it just works hand in hand. It's perfect. And because I'm killing them, I'm doing everyone a service. So get out of here. Okay, they have boarded us in our doors. Alright. Alright, let's take them out. Okay, one more hit should do the trick. Boom. We got him. As you emerge victorious and the ship breaks apart, you see sparks begin to fly from the enemy ship. Uh-oh. The resulting explosion of the enemy ship sets off a chain reaction to larger explosions, as the nebula itself catches fire too. Unfortunately, the enemy ship systems were damaged in the explosion, resulting in a lower quality yield. Examine the nebula. Unfortunately, the detonation seems to have spent some of the fuel. Aw, man. Okay, well, we can't go to the exit beacon right now because, well, that's for the next episode of FTL Multiverse with the Noether. We did a lot of stuff in this episode, and we met our biggest haters, the Coalition, and just absolutely kicked their ass, and we got a bunch of scrap from that. Like, look at this. We have 640 scrap. We got a whole bunch of weapons. Yeah, this has been a very, very good episode. Just constant fighting, constant battles. You'll love to see it. So stay tuned for the next episode of FTL Multiverse, again, with the Noether, and I'll see you in outer space. See ya!